Hey guys, Jamie Connor here. Hey, look at this. I'm nerding out with my neck phone holder. Look at this ridiculousness. I saw it in Five Below, and I got tired of my floppy one. I'll show you. I got tired of my floppy one over there. See the pink one? But this one might be just as floppy. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me type some comments here. Thanks, Kaylin. Good. Perfectly splendid. Sound is great. Perfect. I did have the sound on the phone, and I felt like I'd be talking like this, and it'd be too loud, so I changed. Okay, let me see what you sent me. All right. Just looking over some messages. Sophia, maybe. I might. Thank you for messaging me. I'll send you a message here in a little bit. Thanks, Caitlin. Typey for a second. Okay. So if nobody, don't message me right now. I'm busy. Okay, so I'm going to be painting this snowman with my adorable neck phone holder. And I'll show you a couple of tricks. Not necessarily tricks, but a couple of ways to get your snowman onto your canvas. I am going to be using the chalk today to transfer my image onto the wood, because the wood that I'm using is a dark stain, and I don't think that if we are using the graphite paper that we'll see it very well. So for this, and also whatever you guys are using to paint on, it's perfectly fine. This is scaled up. The tracer in the comment section is up to 16 by 20, I think. But when you go to print it, just change your print settings to an 8.5 by 11 and just work on an 8 by 10 canvas if you want. This little board I have here is 8 by 10. And I printed out an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I had it printed down to an 8 by 10 size on the 8.5 by 11 sheet. But I'm going to go just play it by ear and go along as we go. I don't really have all my paints and everything set out yet, because I don't know, I'm all over the place here. Okay, but I know we're gonna need a green, and we're gonna need a brown. We're gonna blue here somewhere. Some blues. Maybe a turquoise. Got some white. Get some more white. What other colors do we need here? Let me pull my snowman back up. Oh boy, we might have some issues here with the slow internet. Okay, an orange. And I have some orange out. And black. Okay, so we're going to need a green, maybe a lighter color green. 2 colors of green. I got, these are from Walmart. Apple Barrel And I've got some brown, 2 shades of green, 1 brown, burnt umber for some of the shadowing. And I've been painting pets this morning, so I have a smidge of orange already from that. I think it's Craftsmart paint. And some white, and that's also from Walmart, the Apple Barrel brand, and that should work for what we're doing. Okie dokie, let me get all situated. Thanks, Sophia. Michigan live. Woo -woo. Mayfield, Kentucky. Are we going to get into this again? Oh my gosh. I'm from Kentucky. Woo. Okay, so we're going to get started. This video should probably take only about 45 minutes. Probably shouldn't take any longer than that. But I'll try to speed it up if it gets past 1 o'clock. So I have a piece of chalk here, and I'm just going to flip the snowman upside down. And I'm just going to rub on the back of the paper, the chalk. And just kind of go all over. You can kind of see the lines in there from it being upside down. So you don't have to really rub all over the whole paper. You can kind of see where it's at. And if you don't want to do this, if you just want to eyeball it and draw the snowman, that's fine too. I'm just showing you a couple of ways to do it. Alright, after you get it all chalked up, put your chalk away, and then just kind of shake it on the ground. And then worry about that mess later. So before I put this down, I'll show you the other way that you guys can do it. I'm not doing it this way. Like I said, I've got the brown stained wood, so we might not see the carbon paper, the transfer. But if you wanted to use your transfer, just real quick, you can put your snowman, you got the, sorry guys. On your carbon paper, you have a really dark black side, and on the other side you have a kind of a white matted color. You want to be sure that your dark side is down on the piece that you're going to be painting on, because the dark side is what comes off. And then put your snowman right on top of it where you want it, and then just trace over it with a pencil or a pen, and then when you lift it up you'll have your image on your canvas. It works best on a white surface, that's why I'm using the chalk today. I'm a little under the weather. It's not COVID, but I just cannot seem to shake whatever this is, so I might cough and gag. Alright, so I'm going to put my snowman here, over to one side, this side, and I'm going to get a pencil, and I'm just going to trace, move my camera where you guys can see. I mean, Monica, I don't have a boob problem, but I wish my boobs got in the way. Wish my boobs were big enough, I would just prop them up there. Prop the camera right up on it. And just trace your image. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to paint over it anyways, and by the time we get the background and everything on it, you're going to be over the lines. I always cover up the lines when I'm painting anyways. Okay, just trace everything. Hi, Tammy. Circle, circle. Guys, I am... Every time I look down and I see this stupid phone. I hope my husband's not watching this. He's going to make so much fun of me. Well, maybe I'll get a new mount for Christmas. Okay, so I've pulled off my snowman, and now you can see his outline from the chalk. Okay. All right, so we will go ahead and get started with the background. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Okay, so I will grab, I need a new plate. I'm all over the place here. This is what happens when I have too many things going on at once. So I've got a little bit of turquoise, excuse me, and a little bit of light blue. I'll show you guys. All right. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the white next to it. I'm not going to cover up the whole background actually. I think it might look kind of cute if I leave some of the dark showing, some of the dark stain showing. So I'm just going to paint a little bit at a time. Just a little bit around the edge. I need a bigger table. My life's a hot mess. Okay. Nope, I don't want that brush. I'm going to go with this brush. It's kind of an angled brush. It's a flat brush. And I'm going to dip into my turquoise. Do I have to do this every time? Do you want me to show you what I'm dipping into like this? I'll just do that. How about? Now you can see both. And I'm just going to trace my snowman. I'm probably going to go out about the width of my brush all the way around. I think I just really like the contrast of the dark brown to this color. I think it's really cute. Just trace all the way around. And you can go as far as you want, and you can cover up the whole background if you want to, too. Two. And you know what? By the end of it, I might go ahead and paint the whole thing, too. It's however I'm feeling, and however you're feeling. Alright, we have our turquoise. And now I'm going to dip into, I'm going to wash this out, get most of the turquoise off, and then I'm going to dip into the light blue that I put out and start mixing that into the turquoise. Let me pull it up so I have a glare. There we go. And I'm just going to start mixing that into the turquoise. You guys can do a black background, all turquoise background, all blue background. I think the blue and the turquoise will be really cool. Trying to keep it out of the glare, right in the window. Okay. I'm going to put some more turquoise back in there. Blend it a little better. Alright, and that's where I'm at. And you can fill up the whole background. I'm going to leave it a little bit. Alright, and now I'm going to rinse my brush out and put a little bit of the dark green on the palette. These are new, so I've got to open them. Can you guys still hear me okay? I feel like I'm whispering. Okay, give it a shake. A little bit of the dark green and a little bit of the light green. This one's new as well. Hold on. Okay. And I still have some white. I'll be using that too. Okay, so we're going to dip first into, we're going to work on the hat now. And we're going to dip into, thank you, Wendy, the dark green. And we're just going to color in the whole hat. So just follow your trace lines. Let me know if you guys want to do more videos like this. I want to start after the holidays because I'm still trying to catch up on pet portraits. But after the holidays, I want to start doing a couple of live videos a week. Thinking on maybe Mondays and Wednesdays doing some live paintings like this where everyone can watch, and then hosting some online paint parties on the weekends. I know some people are still, you know, a little cautious about going out and doing the in-person paint parties, but I hosted one the other night and it was so much fun. It was a private online paint party. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Everyone was in their own element, they were in their own homes, and they were just, they were cracking themselves up. I was cracking up. They had their families there, so you could hear everything in the background. It actually helped. So I want to host some more of those. So I'll be I'll be posting some more events for online paint parties, and then I'll post supplies lists and things to them. But do you guys want to watch more of these videos on Mondays and Wednesdays? I think those are good days. Also, I do have an online paint party scheduled for Saturday. If you guys look in my events on my page, I should have it up there. If you guys want to attend that, it's only $10. And after you purchase your tickets, you got to click that link. And after you purchase the tickets, you'll get sent to a private Facebook group where I'll be painting that painting live. It's a Snow Much Joy painting. It's a little snowman. He's got Christmas lights around his little stick arms. It's really cute. So if you guys want to do that, go ahead and buy your tickets, and in the group you'll see the supplies list and everything you need to go and get things for that painting. I really wish I wasn't sick anymore. Okie dokie. So we've got our green down. And if you want to, if you have a canvas and if you've put your paint on there really thick and you want to go and get a hair dryer and blow dry it a little bit to make it dry faster, you can. Mine's on the wood, so it's kind of seeped in there. I have a portable fan down here. I'm just putting it in front of it to dry it off quicker. Is anyone painting live right now, or is everyone just kind of watching? Okay, so I have this brush here. It's just kind of a small flat brush. And I'm going to dip it into the light green that we have. Just watching. Cool. And we're going to outline the snowman's hat all the way around it. Just make some wispy brush strokes. I wouldn't think about it as like hard lining the edge like that. Just make some wisp, and you can go into the carrot because we're gonna paint orange over this carrot anyways. Just go into it a little bit and rub it out that way. That's what she said. That way we can paint over it. And then go up to the top, do the same thing. And you can use whatever color greens you want to use too. I just happen to use, this green is called Christmas green, fitting. The dark one is Christmas green and the light one is spring green. I do think that the Christmas green might be a little too dark. So I think the next time I paint this one, I might start off with the spring green. It's up to you. I'm going to make this side a little lighter. I feel like this side is where the sunshine's coming from. Okay. Let's see, I'm trying to get the best light in here, but it's so bright outside that I have to put, I'll show you, I have to put this paper up because it makes me look really white and bright and overexposed. Is that helping with the snowman color? I think that helped. Yeah. Okie dokie, Smokey. I'm just kind of letting that dry for a minute. Ah! Where did you guys go? What the heck? I found you. Okay, so now I have some brown. That same flat brush that I had that I did the light green with, I'm going to dip into the brown and then just kind of do some shading like we did with the light green, but now on the inside areas. Closest to the snowman. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Everything that we do here is really just a texture base anyways. So if we add more colors to anything, it really just, it makes it pop and stand out some more. And the good thing about paint is if you don't like what you did, you can let it dry and then you can paint over it. But what's not to like? It's a cute little snowman. Hi, Julie. Thanks for being with us today. I'm going to mix a little bit of my greens together. I'm going to mix my dark green and my light green together. And I'm just going to fill in some of the dark green space. You don't have to do this. I'm just kind of putting some more colors in there. Trying to go as close to the carrot as possible. So that way, because if you stop at the carrot, let's say I'll show you. So if you're painting this right now and you want to stop at the carrot because you know you're about to paint a carrot there, if you stop right there, you're going to have this outline right here. So just go into the carrot because we're going to paint the carrot over it anyways. So just go into it. That's all right. It'll be okay. I'm going to add some more of that light green in there since I took it away. Just kind of fill it until you're happy with it. Okay. It's brighter color here than what it looks like on the screen. It's very bright green, but for some reason with the window and my neck harmonica phone holder, it doesn't show it that it's bright green, but it is. Okay, we are going to go into the white now to do the snowman himself. I'm going to use that flat green brush, or the flat brush that I used for the green. That one worked out well. And I'm just going to dip into my white and then just fill in the snowman. You will be covering up the dots for his mouth and his eyes, but that's okay. If you have your tracer, you should be able to eyeball it after we paint this on there. And acrylics kind of dry really quick, and they dry darker than the color that you put down on the canvas. So my white right now, since it's going on a stained wood, it's actually going to soak up some of the brown stain underneath, and it's not going to be as bright. So I'm going to put a base coat down first of white and then let it dry, and then come back in and brighten up the inside of his face a little bit more with some more white. So I'm just going to let that marinate in the wood for a bit. If you have a hairdryer, you could use a hairdryer. I'll just do that. Take a log with me. Hi guys. Floor. Okay. Yes, if you're watching now, I do have a harmonica phone case neck thing. All the influencers on Instagram are using these days. No, they're not. Don't be like me. Don't nerd out. Okay. That little flat brush that I was using for the light green, I'm going to use that now, and I'm just going to mix a little bit of a very little bitty diddy dibby dab of brown into my white to make a light brown, almost like a tan. You can't see it, but I mixed some of the brown with some of the white, and it's very, very, very pale brown, very tan. I know, such a nerd. Okay, and I'm just gonna go around the snowman where he meets his hat. I don't know if you can see the tan. It's very, very faint, but it's enough. I'm going to go underneath him too, right here. Because that's the underside of his head. I'm trying to hold it up so you can see because the glare doesn't really show the color. Okay, go up to the carrot. And I'm also going to put a little underneath where his carrot is going to go to give that shadow. Okay. Right. Again, you probably can't see it because it's very, very faint, the difference, but it's there. You think I'm a nerd now? Wait till I have to charge my phone and I'm hooked up to this thing. I got like 20 more minutes of battery on my phone, and then I'm going to have to get hooked up. It's not wine, it's coffee. I don't really drink wine. I'm a beer drinker. Okay, I think we're at a good point here. Let me go back into some of my white and brighten his face up. Like I said, it dried a little darker, as acrylics do. And since I'm on this dark stained board, it does kind of fade into the stain and lose its brightness. There we go. Okay, find my orange. Here's my orange. We're going to do the nose now. And remember your trace marks. Just find your trace marks and try to stay as close as you can. I'm going to go a little outside of them to cover up all of those hat marks that we made cutting into the carrot earlier. And the thing about carrots are they're round. They're cylindrical. That's a word. So you want to kind of make your brush do a swoop. It gives the appearance of it being round instead of just filling it all in orange. Make the little swooshes. And then I'm going to grab just a pointer brush. And I'm going to dip into the brown. And I'm going to just shade in one side of the carrot. I'm going to shade in the left side since I already did so many highlights on the hat on this side. So the sun is coming from this way. So the shade will be over here. So I'm going to put brown on this side of the carrot, on the left side of the carrot. And then again, do those swooshy marks. That's the official term for these, swooshies. Just kind of dab it on the edge and pull it. And then you can make some lines that go all the way around. Okay, now I'm going to, my white is dry, I'm going to draw his eyes and his mouth, his little button mouth. So for his eyes, he had these little upside down parentheses marks, like that. For his mouth, he had this one big dot in the middle, and then he had 3 more that got smaller as they made the smile. Okay, and while I have my black, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of outline everything. Make sure that the orange is dry. Blow on it, go give it a hair dryer blow. But just real thinly, I'm just going to outline all of it. So, from the snowman, this just kind of helps clean up your extra brush marks. Like right here, it's kind of fanned out a little. You can just go over it with your black. And it takes it away. Be careful with your black because it's still wet. If you go over to the left side of your canvas, don't smudge your finger around it, your hand right on it. So just kind of be careful if you want to turn your canvas so you don't smudge. Just trace your hat. And keep refilling your brush so you can have a nice constant brush stroke. Okay, now do the same for the carrot. Okay. And now, what do you think? Do you think I should expand the blue to the background or keep it with the brown showing? I think I should just go ahead and make it light blue all over. I think I should. I like the brown, but you just play it by ear. So let's add more light blue to it. I think that will help. Not that anything was wrong with it. I like color. I don't know. I'm just mixing the light blue with a little bit of the white. And then just going back into the blue and just kind of painting all over. And if you want to add more white to it, the farther up you get. I'm just going to fill it all in real quick, and then I'll come back in with some more turquoise and fill that in. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to add some snow on top of his hat, and then some snowflakes. Not snowflakes, but little dots that look like snowflakes all around. I'm going to take that flat brush we did the light green with, and I'm going to dip it into the white, and we're just going to put some chunks of snow on top of his hat. And a little on his carrot nose. So just load up your brush like that. And then just kind of stack it on top of his hat. He's been sitting out there in the snow for a while, so he's got a buildup of snow. Make some little piles. Put some here on this part of his hat. Okay. Put some on his carrot nose. Alright, and now we're going to do the snowflake dots. I'm just going to use the end of the biggest brush I have and dip it into the white. And we're just going to make some dots. All over. But you don't have to do it in the white because he's already white and you won't see it. So we'll just do some dots all over. You can show it in the carrot too. The ones in his hat can be a little bigger because they're closer. Kind of make sure you get the biggest dots in there and on the nose. And then here in a second we'll get a smaller brush and we'll do some small points out in the distance for some smaller flakes. A little brush. And do little dots. And keep those out in the background and not in front of the hat. Because these are far away snowflakes. What do you think? I think that's it. Look at that, 45 minutes and 32 seconds. I told you. I'm on it. Okay. So what do you guys think? Isn't he adorable? I like him. Okay, so if you guys want to watch this video again, it will be available for playback on my videos. Just go back to my page and click the videos tab and you should be able to see it. It'll be there forever. If you guys want to come to my next online virtual paint party, it is Saturday. Go to my events and click the link and purchase your tickets. It's only 10 bucks and you can paint with me and we can hang out. We're going to be painting a painting called Snowman Joy. It's a cute little snowman with some Christmas lights. I'll have the supply list in there, all the tracers you need and everything to paint that painting. I won't be doing kits for that one because it's short notice, but you'll be able to have enough time if you buy your tickets now to get all the supplies you need. You don't need much. You just need a tracer. You need to be able to print out the picture and have some paints on hand, like some blues and greens and whites. Easy painting, but I think it'll be fun. I had a lot of fun on my last virtual paint party, so hop on over to my events and purchase your tickets because I want to paint with you guys this weekend. Okay, so thank you to everyone who hung out with me today to paint this cute little guy. What am I going to call him? I feel like I want to call him Nickel. This is Nickel the Snowman. Alright guys, I will talk to you later. Bye!